So guys, as of next week, we're gonna have a change of plan. We're gonna start risking percent on the account. So that we go hard or go home. So like I said guys, we are gonna be having a change of plan. We're gonna start risking 1.2%. That will be like max 1.2% per trade. Win or loss, we move on to the next. And yeah, let's just see how it's gonna go. I'm not gonna bring down my risk. I've said this one time that I'm not gonna bring down the risk, but I brought it down due to some reasons. But now to we pass phase one or to we pass phase one, see how it goes. Alright guys, so welcome to another day. So guys, today is Tuesday, and we've been having some troubles. I won't call it troubles, or we've been having some tests. The market has kind of been testing our patience, right? But I'm gonna of course pass the test. You know the man. So yesterday Seth, I saw a setup. I was waiting for a setup for like since about London session, before New York session. I was waiting for the setup to play out. The setup eventually played out to 1 a.m. I'm gonna show you guys the setup now. Played at 1 a.m. and now I'm ready for another setup. So let's see if this one is gonna play out. And so let me show you guys the setup I was waiting for yesterday. 1 a.m. So this is the setup I'm currently waiting for right now. I'm just waiting for the break, and I'm gonna be targeting this high right here. But that's that for that. This was the setup I was waiting for. It was more of a higher time frame entry. I would have entered using the 30-minute time frame. Where's the 30-minute again? So as you can see, I've been waiting for this setup for almost. I waited for this setup to play out. It eventually played out. As you can see, this was the break right here, and I would have maybe risked about maybe 60 pips or 50 pips thereabout. This was the break, and I'll enter at the break right there. So for this, I'm allowed to risk what I'm seeing, right? Why am I allowed to risk what I'm seeing? Because even though it was 50 pips, right, but I've been allowed to risk it because the break was close to the breakout. But if the break, if it's close in somewhere that it's not even relatively close to the breakout, then I must be waiting for a retest. That is if it is more than 50 pips. I would have exited at 103 rather. 103 right there. I waited for the setup, and that's just one thing. Like, the market has really been testing my patience a lot now. So let me come back to the 5 minute. So that was that right there. So what I'm waiting for now, I'm just waiting for the break of this guy. So after the break of this guy, we're gonna go. After the break of that guy, I'm gonna be going in. That is if the setup does not get invalidated. Right now, all I just need is the breakout. Every other thing has been aligned. So like I said, I'm gonna start risking 1.2% max. That will be like the max each trade, right? And when you look at it since January, if I stick to risking my 1% that I started January with, we should have passed phase one and phase two according to my stats, right? But I don't really want to go too much in that. Let me just give you a scenario. Because January I started by risking 1% and I had like a 3% buffer up in percent, right? When we started trading January, profit we made in December, because December was when I said I was no longer lost or something like that. So we did that. I had some losing streaks. I had 6 losing streaks January. And I'm very grateful for that 6 losing streaks, to be honest. It showed me a big flaw that was my strategy, and I improved on it. Right. So that 6 losing streaks, I brought down my risk, right? And then I recovered with 7% plus. So now let's say if I did not reduce my risk at all, I would have gone into a drawdown of about 3 to 4% drawdown, right? But now if I had not reduced my risk, I would have made about 14% back up, right? So now just minus 4 minus 14%. 4 minus 14%. That is we're left with 10%, right? And I would have passed phase one. And the rest of the trades we took out after that would have also passed phase two by risking 1%, right? So that's just the power. It just comes down to understanding that these things are just number games, right? And of course, see, if I should go back to that January, I'll still tell myself bring down the risk at that time, because I really needed to learn something that time, right? And one of the reasons why I've been consolidating is just this. Now, when you bring up your risks, just go straight to the point. Don't bring down risks, bring up the risks, especially for a prop farm evaluation phase like this. Once you increase the risks, use that risk to blow or pass, right? And most of the time it's just, I think it comes down back to a little bit of fear. Alright guys, so we just entered the trade right now. As you can see, we had a break. So my stop loss is just right below that place right there. My stop loss is below the fair value gap. this 5 minute fair value gap right there. So now let's just see how it's gonna go. Let's see. So it's very simple. It's either we have a loss, we have a win, or a break even. It's one of those two things, and our risk is managed. I'm currently risking about $60 on this particular one, right? So let's see how it's gonna go. Alright guys, so I just came to the chat right now. Where's all my long analysis? Where's this guy? I just came to the chat right now. My stop loss was just right below this guy. And I just saw this massive candle against me. Like, what? But that's that for that to come again another day. It depends. I might still be seeing a setup today, though. Depends on what I'm seeing, man. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. If I see another setup, I'm gonna update you guys on how it goes, or another entry rather. Guys, as you all know, the profile I use is Funded Next. So if you are looking to get a Funded Next account, kindly use this code, which I'm going to be putting in the comment section, to get a 5% discount on all that packages, right? All right, let's dive back into the video. So that was that on that particular trade. Massive stop down minus. I think I was even risking about 1.3% because I got stopped out at $68 right there. So I'm just gonna be more conscious about that going forward. I don't want to be making some extra mistakes when it comes to that, to the risk, right? So we just lost about 1.3 1.2% there. So yeah, I'm gonna be catching guys on the next one, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Peace. Hey guys, today is Thursday, and we're still searching for setups, right? And that's just one thing that me personally, I just have to understand that. Of course, sometimes it's kind of frustrating that someone hasn't really been seeing setups, like But you just have to understand that since my philosophy is very simple, that okay, I just want to focus on this A plus setup, which I've been doing since the beginning of this year. Just want to focus on those A plus setups, right, and keep improving on my knowledge based on what I'm trading on not on general knowledge about different strategies, but your own specific setups and strategies keep on improving, right? And but my risk management was not correlating, or the combination of my risk management and my philosophy is not valid. Why did I say that? Because if I'm saying I want to be risking A plus setups, why should I still be risking 0.5% or something like that, right? So, but now that it is now valid, because now I kind of risking 1.1% or 1.2%, now is now the best time to actually lock in and focus on those A plus setups, right? And patience, right? And imagine we were actually and take a good look at it. And if you take a good look at it, you'll see that okay, even as we are still looking for a plus setup, we are still missing some trades, right? So it's just mentally draining to some point. It's mentally draining, but you just have to lock in, and that's just trading for you. It's mental battle, right? And yeah, I'm currently looking. So yesterday, I did not even get a buyout yesterday. So yesterday, I just chilled, and price was very slow yesterday. It was later in the night. Maybe I think it was a tariff news release or something like that. I now had a spike, and now the market has given me a bias again for bullishness. And now I'm just looking for a setup. You might be seeing a setup with what I'm seeing. We might be seeing a setup actually for buys. So for sales, maybe if you just have a very fast breakup structure, who knows, we might be seeing a fast breakup structure of the 4-hour time frame, right? But now we're currently bullish, and we're bullish overall actually. And yeah, so let me just show you guys the chart right now. So as you can see, guys, so this was the loss we took. This was the loss we took. Price violated us. So now my bias is just simple. I'm waiting for buys. I'm waiting for price to probably come back to this structure. That is if it comes back here, right? Price come back to this 4-hour low right here. Just tap the buyers that might want to buy from here in, and of course I join. I don't start, I join, right? And price might also start reversing from here back to the upside, because we've been in a very good bullish run, but price is currently overbought. But I don't really care about that. I'm just going to follow structure, follow my plan, follow what I see. And as you can see, my bias is bullish overall. Confirmation zone 4-hour, because this confirmation zone has been hit. My COT kind of formation hasn't formed. Session, we're not yet in New York session because this is just 8:22. Hey guys, if you are one of those who are still currently watching, I really do appreciate, and we just hit 1,500 subscribers. If you are one of them, I also really do appreciate. And for those who haven't subscribed, please and please kindly help us smash the subscribe button and turn on post notification, plus also help us like, so that it can get to more viewers, right? All right, let's dive right back into the video. So yeah, that's just not about that. You just gotta follow our rule and be patient. So the thing about patience is that at first, patience will seem like you're not doing the right thing. It's gonna be like And social media self no dey help you because you go go online now, you go see everybody posting profit, posting trades. Yeah, like what's going on? But you just have to understand that even the social media self, a lot of them are just faking it though. A lot of them are not consistently profitable. They are just showing you the profitable side, and most of them, I've not seen all of them, but I mean, just stay away from social media. Put your head on the right path. If you know that okay, you're on the right path, stick with it. Look at what those people who are verified. Look at what they're saying. Most of these people they just trade like 6 times a month, right? Of course, I'm trading one pair, I'm trading one session, so I shouldn't be seeing a trade every day. It's normal logic, right? One pair, one session, one setup. I don't have two setups. I only have one type of setup. One type of setup. I know that when you stay with it long enough, you are gonna be big enough soon enough. Let's get it. All right, guys. So, markets for gold just broke structure to the downside. Like we go like really tank down, and that's just one thing that we see sometimes. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a plan, and the market is gonna have another plan. So I'm gonna start looking for sell. That's gonna be like just a short term buyers because the 4 hour, 1 hour are not bearish. So I'm gonna start looking for sales probably to some daily fair value gap or daily zones right there or weekly. Understand? So I want to go get something right now at Oimbo. My mom send me on an errand. So yeah, and yeah, but still this is still 12 a.m. 12 p.m. rather. We might still be which it's very possible for us to still see a trade. Let's just see how it goes. And tomorrow's NFP. According to my experience, the market just kind of do some kind of stops lowering NFP or something like that. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. Even NFP itself, my strategy works in NFP itself. So no, NFP is just like a catalyst. You understand what I mean? But let's see, the prediction of those thinking that God has been overbought. God has been overbought, so we should start seeing some good retracement back to some daily structures. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. And that's just something about making videos also. If I'm not making video, dude, it's the pressure of I want to see a trade, I want to see a trade is gonna like reduce drastically. I'm just kind of a person that I'm nonchalant naturally. I'm nonchalant naturally. I wanna do this, I wanna do that, all these kind of things. Which that's why I do tell myself this thing that I don't see myself, being a YouTuber for a very long time or something like that. I might just be a YouTuber, not necessarily showing trades and all things like that, but just like on a normal vlog or something like that. And now it is, man. Let's get it. All right, guys. Welcome back to today's Friday actually, and I just got done with my exercise. Let's leave them wait, man. And I'm currently on the chart right now, and most importantly, the time for London session has actually been shifted to 8 a.m. Nigerian time, and it's gonna end 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Right? I have an app that I do check it. So Market Open, that's the name of the app, and I just realized that they've actually changed it. I don't know why they are changing. I mean, so which means 8 o'clock now is London session, right? And London session is gonna end 5 p.m. Nigerian time, right? And yeah, let's just get it. So I'm currently open-minded to buys and sells, right? So we might be seeing a buy or sell today. I've done my analysis, and all right, guys. So I'm just currently looking for a sell formation is currently forming up, but I'm also looking for buys. I also have some buy projection. So if price gets to this 4 hour zone, there's a 4 hour zone I'm looking forward for price to get to. Price might want to react to that zone, right? And then give us like a double bottom in the 4 hour time frame. So if that happens, I'm just gonna be targeting this 4 hour time frame, right? Because if price get to this 4 hour time frame and breaks it, then we now have a change of structure, right? But my target is just going to be the 4 hour time frame right there. You understand? So if price breaks out, then we can now start looking for another setup. You understand what I mean? But let's just see how it goes, and let's see if this setup I planned out is going to play out on all the projection I have. Let's see. And this is Mark Douglas. You can check out his videos on YouTube. So yeah, let's see. Yo, what's good, gang? So that was how our week went. And most importantly, we're gonna start trading my golden session back. It was Ramadan, so I could not even trade the gold. I was just doing some reflection, and I actually found out that okay, I haven't even been trading the golden session, which was due to Ramadan, and it just doesn't make sense if I'm sleeping very late, about maybe 12 a.m. and I'm still gonna wake up about 4 o'clock or 3:30 to cook. Understand what I mean? So it won't make sense like that. So I just had to leave the golden session throughout the month of Ramadan, right? And I'm gonna hop back in, and yeah. So the golden session is just 8 to 12.